Greetings and a heartfelt welcome to all. I'm Esther Buerki, the passionate creator behind the book Living Without Fear, which has touched many lives, and the co-creator of the Amazon best-selling Inspired Journeys. If you're eager to explore a world of endless possibilities, you've come to the right place. Know someone who could use a dose of inspiration from today's episode? Feel free to share this podcast with them, and don't forget to stay updated by subscribing to my newsletter, joining me on YouTube, and if you found value in what you heard, kindly leave a brief review on your preferred podcast platform with a sprinkle of stars. Your unwavering support truly warms my heart, and I'm deeply appreciative of each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. And today, I'd like to talk about happiness in our lives and how to measure it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you about your life? Which number do you give your current state right now? Is it a 3 or 5? Or is it even a -10 or lower? When I wake up in the morning, I may be a 5. But as soon as I do my morning rituals, I get to a 7 or 8 because I do my exercises and at the same time, I listen to an inspirational podcast. Then I meditate for 20 to 30 minutes. And after this, I journal. And all these activities make me feel good and raise my happiness level. What do you do in the morning? How low do you feel? Have you ever thought of introducing some rituals like body practices, meditation, and journaling? Or do you do it already? I tell you, your happiness doesn't depend on the outer world. Of course, there can be happening great things in your life and your happiness is at the 100 plus. But after a while, there are days where nothing special is going on in your life. There are days where you're seeking for excitement in the outer world, but you cannot find any, and you feel that your default mode comes back to a low happiness level. For a long time, my default mode has been hopelessness. It is the default mode I took from my family, my father and my mother as well. This happened unconsciously. And if you don't become aware of it, it stays there and it always comes back. But if you get aware of it, like I did, and you start working on it, you can change it as well. So, how happy do you feel on a normal day? Let's talk about how you can raise your happiness level or your happiness number. And I tell you how I do. When I'm aware that, for example, negative self-talk is going on in my head, or I feel a little bit down because the thing I wanted to be successful in didn't work out as I expected, I start the following process. I imagine myself 10 years back. You can also choose another number like 5 years or 1 year or 6 months. Go back to a time where you haven't been so proud of yourself. And then start asking yourself, where have you been back then? What did you do? How did you feel? How did you feel about yourself and about others? Feel into these feelings. How happy about your life have you been? Where were you with your unfulfilled dreams? And then see yourself today. What have you been doing that you feel so much better today? How much did you change? What inner work have you been doing? How resilient do you feel today? What have you accomplished from your unfulfilled dreams? Are they already a reality, or have you been working on them so that they started unfolding? Which number do you give your current self when you realize how much you've been working and how much you've already achieved? I bet the number is definitely higher than your default mode. And now let's celebrate this. Feel into yourself and feel how proud you can be of yourself. Breathe and let this feeling of being proud fill your whole body. Don't let it be only a concept in your head, but let it be a reality in your entire body from head to toe. Aren't you feeling amazing? Isn't this a moment of bliss and happiness? Feel it more and more. If it isn't working yet fully, go back in time again. See yourself in a time where you felt miserable, unhappy, unfulfilled, and then go back to your current self again. See the difference. Be proud of yourself, what you've been accomplishing already. It's amazing what we can do when we don't give up, but continue working on ourselves and our dreams. And one thing what helped me a lot in the past, always compare yourself with your older self and never, never, ever with other people. And if you want to work even more on your happiness level, sit down and make a list of all the things you've done and which make you feel proud of yourself. If you cannot think of more than 3 things, don't stop yet, but keep on searching a few minutes or more. Stay on it, because suddenly you will find more and more things and your list will get bigger and bigger. How do you feel now? When we go back to the happiness meter, which number do you give yourself now? I'm so proud of you that you were willing to work on your happiness. And if you feel better about yourself, this will have a ripple effect on your life, long term, and on your whole day, short term. You will think differently about yourself. You will do things differently. You will interact differently with other people. You will spread positive energy in your surrounding. Your loved ones will feel this. Your coworker will feel it. Your boss will notice it. Don't you want to experience this in your life? And if you only want to take one message from this episode, take this. Everything depends on you first. Take care of yourself first when you need it. Stop looking to be there for everyone. Stop neglecting yourself. Take a few minutes a day, just for you only. Take time to feel into yourself and become aware of what is going on in your inner world. Don't blame others for not being there for you. Be there for yourself first, please. Your happiness is in your hands, and it is never too late to start working on it. I hope this episode inspired you to have a look at your personal happiness meter. And if you want to get coached on this, book a call with me. Use the coupon code TRANSFORM-NOW to get a free discovery call. I also enjoy hearing from you what you've learned. Please share your thoughts on Instagram or YouTube. Thank you, dear listener, for spending your precious time with me and being open to transform your life. I cannot repeat it enough. In case you still feel worthless and nobody seems to like you, I tell you, you are amazing. I love you, and you are a gift to everyone who crosses your path. And please remember these sentences over and over again. Have an amazing day and talk to you next week.